Hello, Spinner94 here, and today we are facing an incredibly strong team. Look at that, Snorlax, Talonflame, Greninja, the Mega Can, and I'm using, this is one of my older teams actually, one I used a while ago, so this match may be a little bit blurry in my mind, but I'll try to remember as much as I can. So I'll lead off with Flying Shoe here as I go straight to the Air Slash, and the first thing that instantly goes in my mind, how the bloody hell did I outspeed this thing? So I wish I'd went for the Electro Ball now, but what you gonna do? So I get down to my Focus Sash while he's on there, and I'm thinking, okay, I outspeed, so it's enough to kill. But he does withdraw. She withdraws. There we go. It was a female icon, so I'm assuming it's a female. As I go for the Electro Ball, and of course this thing is able to outspeed and kill me. Obviously, if it makes sense to it, it is Scarfed, but at the time I didn't think it was. I thought Garchomp outsped me. I thought its base speed was 104. Naturally, but I think it's 102, or maybe that was right. I'm not quite sure. So anyway, I go and just slide to try and get it with the Ice Fang, but of course I completely cock that up, go for the Echo Jet to kill this thing off. And at least that Greninja's dead, so at least it's one huge threat out of the way. So here he goes into his Talonflame, and I'm like, okay, Brave Bird's incoming. I don't have anything I can particularly want to take a Brave Bird, so I go into the most defensive thing I've got in my team, which is the Burger Queen. And of course, this Brave Bird is going to hit me like a truck. That does a lot of damage here. I didn't really know what to do. I wanted Stealth Rocks up. I really wanted Stealth Rocks up against this team. So he goes for another Brave Bird, and I thought, well, this could probably kill. I live with just 3 health, and the Body Slam or the Milk Drink would have been the better option here. But I really just wanted Stealth Rocks up against this team because I wanted to do something, I have to say. But of course, then he's going to finish me off with another Brave Bird. So this thing is just banded, you know, the no-skill Talonflame as I call it. Banded Brave Bird. I mean, yeah, I know it's horrible to say if you use one of these things. You're obviously, you know, you're a small gun player, you know your stuff and all that, but it's just the most unoriginal, boring set you can run on a Talonflame, which, it's not the best. I like the bulk up Roost, you know, the bulk up Roost Will-O-Wisp one. That's interesting of verse, and it's, you know, it's not too OP and it's nice and balanced. Where this thing is just a pain in the arse. So I knock off the Choice Band here, and of course Sandy D can't take that. So this Talonflame is just destroying my life here, getting crits left, right, and centre. So at this point in the match I thought, well, I've already lost, plain and simple. Because this thing is just going to wreck my face all day, every day. So I go into the Cresselia here, and I'm going to speed up the speed because it does get a bit stally. And we're back, basically, just going to keep on stalling, because I'm just going to Toxic, he's going to Thunder Wave, and it's going to be this usual routine of, you know, the Air Slash, and then I get flinched, all that stuff. So this Trolling Kiss, let's be honest, Trolling Kiss here is just going to start trolling my life. Luckily it does miss with the Air Slash here, and I get paralyzed, so I'm not able to get a Psychic off to just start trying to chip away at this thing the best I can. So it goes for an Air Slash again, hits me in the face as I go for the Moonlight. I want to just recover this off. So, you know, keep healthy, keep good, as this thing just starts whittling down to poison. I thought, okay, if we're going to do a Store War here, I think Cresselia's probably going to win a Togekiss in a Store War, and I have to start getting to flinch to hell. But now he goes into his Kangaskhan here, as I go for the Psychic here, and I believe the Psychic either gets a crit or just does a good amount of damage anyway. So it does a good amount of damage, there's a critical hit, and it gets a special defense drop, so I'm like, okay, this can work here as long as I don't get paralyzed. Maybe another Psychic will take another good chunk out of this thing. So basically, he goes for the Power Up Punch, and I don't go for the Psychic here. I've realised Psychic would have been a much better move because I would have killed a good chunk of this thing. As this thing's just going to boost its attack up by 2, and I go for the Toxic here, maybe thinking I'd try to clear it out in the long run, but I'm sure the Psychic would have obviously helped here. And of course, Lefty's recovery is his Cresselia. The Cresselia just stalls for days, just keeps stalling. I mean, yeah, it mightn't be the best tactic in the world, but it seems to work with Cresselia. And that return does a ton of damage. If it wasn't for that crit, I would have lived that, then I would have been able to finish this thing off. So of course, my bad luck's playing in again. And basically now, I go into just slide here to finish this thing off. So I go for the priority, you know, you do a Sucker Punch, because I knew the Sucker Punch would fail, and it's not enough to kill, which is unfortunate, as he goes to the Sucker Punch here, but it's going to finish it off with the Poison. So there's the Mega Kang out the way, and I say I'm slowly whittling through this team, but unfortunately I'm losing a lot of Pokemon in the process. So in comes this Trolling Kiss here, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't know if an Aqua Jet's going to be enough to kill, so I just wanted to play it safe. I withdraw and go into my Muck. If he's going to Paralyze, if he's going to Air Slash, if he's going to Dazzling Gleam, I'm going to be fine. So he goes to the Thunder Wave here. And Muck's not too bothered about being paralysed. I mean, I can pretty much deal with being paralysed here. So I think he was expecting the Poison Jab or something along those lines now, as I go for the Shadow Sneak to try and finish this thing off. But it's unfortunately not enough. This thing is rather bulky, as it does go for the Roost. I was hoping to withdraw into the Snorlax, not the Snorlax, I'm hoping he withdraw into something like that, so I just went for the Shadow Sneak. So he's recovering quite a bit of health here as the poison's going to start taking its toll. And here we go, he decides to withdraw, and now he goes into a Snorlax here. As I believe I just go for it. Either Poison Jab or I get paralysed here. Look, I go for the Poison Jab, and this is quite funny what happens here. I get the Poison Jab's poison, but he has a Lumberry. But then, I get the Poison Touch poison. So it's like, yes, Snorlax, either way, you're gonna get poisoned. You should have took Immunity, man. Immunity over Thick Fat's one of the it wouldn't help in any situation, but it wasn't help there. So he gets another critical hit as I go for the Power Up Punch. So that Body Slam does an awful lot to me, and I'm thinking, okay, as long as it's not under the crit, I can live another one, but Muck is not going to be on the best health as Poison. It does a little bit more damage to the Snorlax, not enough to kill. So it goes for the Body Slam. Boom, Muck is taking some hits out here. As I just go for the Power Punch again, I'm at a nice +2, so I'm like, okay, I can start making this back here. I can start pulling this back, maybe. So, more Black Sludge recovery. I'm not sure, maybe I should put in a different item than Black Sludge on this thing, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that? Black Sludge on Muck or something else? So I'll go for the Shadow Sneak. Thankfully I don't get paralysed, and +2 is going to be enough to kill this thing. The crit probably helped as well, so it made sure of it, or maybe it didn't. Well, whatever. So in comes his Garchomp here, and unfortunately for me, this thing is scarfed, and you know the Shadow Sneak is not going to be able to do too much to it. I don't even barely do a quarter here, so I get quite hurt here, and unfortunately it's going to be able to outspeed, and I'm going to get swept by this Garchomp. So good match, Rin. Your team's really strong there. It's a shame it's not Smogon tiered rules, because you wouldn't have been able to use that Kangaskhan, etc. Maybe I'm a little bit salty, but as I say, you can't exactly control your Wi-Fi battles on that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff, and as ever, I hope you all have a nice day.